Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of NBA 2K18 My Career Offline. I am Jose the Sports Gamer back with another video. Before we go into anything else, we are close to 30 subscribers by the time of this recording, so make sure to subscribe if you want to be a part of this channel, a part of this community. Now, I'm going to talk about the Lakers. No, why are you going to talk about the Lakers once again? Well, because I'm a Lakers fan and I really feel that you need to give my own opinion, my own 2 cents on the Lakers. Because if I don't talk about them, I just don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do with my life, honestly. And besides, I'm not the first YouTuber to talk about their favorite team. I mean, Waffle Man talks about his favorite team, the Knicks, all the time. So, you know, shout out to Waffle Man. The thing is, what am I going to talk about with the Lakers? Well, the Lakers have a chance of reaching the NBA playoffs. Do they have a chance? The answer is possibly, because honestly, they have 1 month remaining in this season, more or less, depending on how they stretch the season schedule. Also, you know, they have about 20 games remaining. Their record is 28-34. They are, you know, they have 2 other teams ahead of them in the playoff race. So the Lakers do have a chance, but they really have to be lucky in order to get to the playoffs, because as much as they win, if the 2 teams ahead of them win as well, the Lakers could make the playoffs. So the Lakers need to push the pedal to the metal right now. And I don't know if that's how you say it, but they really need to play basketball right now. They cannot let go of the momentum they have. They have a 5-game winning streak. When was the last time you heard the Lakers had a 5-game winning streak? When was the last time you heard something like that coming from the Lakers? I bet you were thinking about the time in which the Lakers were on a championship run, maybe in 2010, or maybe when they were when Dwight Howard was in the Lakers or something like that, or I don't know. But the Lakers have the momentum on their side. They have a chance at making the playoffs, and even if they don't make it, at least they're making the season interesting. And I'm not sure how many of you have been sticking long enough in this channel to remember when I made the rant. I just ranted about how the Lakers were just falling behind in the entire, in the season. I don't know if you guys remember when the Lakers had that 9-game losing streak. Like, at that moment in time, I was just losing it, because it seemed like they had no shot at making the playoffs at that point. Fast forward to March the 4th, and now they have a shot. However, it all depends on what happens with the 2 teams ahead of them. In fact, no, with the 3 teams ahead of them, because we also have to count the team that's in 8th place. But then you also have to consider what will happen with the San Antonio Spurs. They are in 6th place right now, but they're falling behind harder than you can ever imagine. The Blazers are running ahead of them. The Spurs, out of all teams, they're starting to fall down. I mean, when was the last time you saw the Spurs falling down that hard? I mean, it might just be a case of them not having good enough of a squad in order to make a run for the playoffs. I mean, it's anybody's race at this point. 20 games remaining. The Spurs do have a shot at not making the playoffs. But I'm not saying that I wish the Spurs wouldn't make the playoffs, because honestly, the Spurs are honestly an example of how NBA teams should be like. They run like a well-oiled machine. If they have all the pieces together, they can make anything work. Why do you think they have been so consistent over the last 2 decades or so? Because they look at places that we don't often see and that we don't often look when it comes to players. They look for coaches and assistant GMs and whatnot, and the entire basketball crew to help to handle the team. They look at places that we wouldn't often look, and they have a system in which everything works the way it's supposed to work. You wouldn't know that as much right now because they're not the kings of the NBA. The Warriors are. But when you are a team that has been as consistent as the Spurs have, you have other teams going up and down, legacy-wise. You have your top teams turn into bottom feeders. You have the bottom feeders turning into the top teams. You have the teams that have been in the middle all this time. And then you have the San Antonio Spurs, who, despite all of those other teams that have gone up and down, they have always stayed consistent. And that is why the Spurs falling down hard is shocking. It could be to the point where they might not even make the playoffs. Would it be a blessing in disguise? I don't know. Do they have their draft pick? I haven't checked. I don't know if they have their top draft pick on board, their first round draft pick on board, but they really do need it right now, just in case something bad happens. We don't know what's going to happen with Kawhi Leonard because he honestly, he doesn't want to play for the rest of the season, even though he's been cleared by doctors to play. Okay, so I'm getting off topic with the Spurs. Let's get back to the Lakers. The other two teams, the other three teams, they're doing pretty well right now. So what's from the 8th place, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th, they're playing pretty good basketball. They have their own winning streaks right now. But the Lakers are the ones that are far behind the most, because the other three teams, they have 33, 34, 35 wins or so in the Western Conference standings, and the Lakers have 28. So they have a lot of ground to cover in the last 20 games of the regular season. And tell you about this ball game, folks. I mean, what can happen? Lord knows. Is it possible that the Lakers somehow pull a 20-game win streak under the sleeve? Not likely, especially knowing how the NBA works. Knowing how the NBA works, I don't really think that they can pull a winning streak longer than probably 10 wins. Is it possible to go longer than 10 wins? Probably so. But I'm not gonna really bet on them making a win streak further than 10 wins. 5 games. It's about a 5-game win streak is about as much as you can expect from the Lakers at this point. But they are proving right now that they can be a good team, at the very least a playoff team for the future. All they gotta do is to pick up a few pieces, on the bench, maybe a superstar or at least a good all-star that can fill up a spot that is missed in the Lakers roster, and they might be ready to go. Not to win a championship, but at least to get further than the first round of the playoffs. So, yeah, and even if the Lakers were to make it, like I've said this so many times in my previous videos, even if the Lakers were to make the playoffs, I would not expect him to go further than the first round, because the team that they will have to face would be so deadly that it would either be the Warriors or the Rockets. But even at that point, like, at most they might win one game. If they win two, that's a complete miracle. And if they win three, and even go to the second round and beat the team that they are facing in the first round, it's like the world's about to end or something like that. Not literally, of course. I'm not the type of person that says, "Oh, the world's about to end because something unusual or something miraculous has happened." But anywho, this is the moment. This last quarter of the NBA season. This is where it's at. This is for all the marbles. Who will enter the playoffs, who will fall down, and who will stay where they are. This is when games matter the most. I bet the Lakers understand this. Ever since Isaiah Thomas came in, it seems like they have this mentality of let's win now. And he even mentioned it in an interview. He said that he wants the Lakers to win now. Why not win now? That's what he said. Because and why not? I mean, they have a shot. They have a chance. All they gotta do is win like 5 or 6 more games than the other teams, and they are set. But for that, they cannot have losing streaks. I have to emphasize it. No losing streaks. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Also remember to check out my other channel, J Dynamite, for more content. If you want to be part of this community, make sure to subscribe. Until next time with another video. Peace.